Hello everyone, it's me Julie and I'm here again with another yarn review. As you can see in front of me, we've got 5 pretty colours here. We've got orange, green, white, pink and blue. Okay, we've got some nice pretty colours here. Now this yarn is called Knitco basic acrylic yarn, and it comes on skeins, you know, the ones that you have to wind on into a ball on from a swift winder. And as you can see, I've wound these onto cakes already. I had 2.5 kilos of this stuff. Now this stuff, as you can see, I've got 5 colours here, but it did come in a number of colours. I think they had about 10 different colours. This yarn was selling at £5.50 for 500 grams. Now when you see a deal like that and you think, oh goodness me, a deal like that, that's too good to be true, it probably is. Well, you know, you never know, you might get a good bargain. So I actually thought I would buy some of this yarn because it was a reasonable priced yarn, and I thought, yeah, I'll try. Lovely colours, and I didn't know what it felt like because I bought it online, but when I actually got it and I felt it, I thought, well, you know, I mean, it's not the best, but you know, you get what you pay for, as they say. So now I bought this from the Yarn Factory online. Not the Yarn Factory, it's called the Wool Factory, I beg your pardon. It's called the Wool Factory .co.uk, and it's in Skegness in Lincolnshire. A lot of us UK ladies know where that is and have been there. They haven't got any more at the moment. They're completely sold out of this. So whether they are going to be getting some more in, I don't know. I would have to check with the manager of the shop. But I just wanted to do this little review here. Now behind me, behind me I've got the rest of it, and I think there's about another 2 kilos just behind me here. But I thought I'd just give you a look at one of each of the colours that I've got. Now this is you can buy, a recap, the woolfactory.co.uk. These are 100 grams each. They come in 100 gram skeins, 5 in a pack, so you get 500 grams for £5.50. Obviously, if you buy it online, you have to pay for postage. So, and it's all the same colour. You don't get 5 different colours like this. You get all the same colour in the pack. It's double knitting, light worsted, number 3. Weight, it's 100% acrylic. It's not premium acrylic, it's just basic acrylic yarn. Oh, my neighbour's got his bike out. Lovely. So it's not premium acrylic, it's just basic acrylic. So I have tried this on a number of machines. As you can see, I haven't got the machines out because I'm not actually going to use the machines to show you how they work, because I've already done some I've done some little projects with it. I'm just gonna have a word about what it's like. So this side here, I have my Centro machine, which has the white yarn already on it. It's been using this white yarn. This is the same as this. This is the white yarn that's on it, and I have a few yards, so a few inches of of knitting on there, which I will show you shortly. Okay, now bearing in mind this is a centro, I have got an addy here, and over here, which you can't see, it's just there, over that way, is a jammet, okay, which I've also tried this on. So first of all, we're going to just talk about the colours, because you can see the colours we've got here, and I know that they have I think they have about 5 other colours. They have a yellow, they have a dark blue, they have, I think they have a paler pink, and they have sort of like a mustardy colour. It's sort of like, I mean, I know it's sort of this colourish, I mean that's Heartland, it is that sort of colour-ish. It's a bit lighter than that, but they have that colour. So you've got quite a choice of colours in this, and so I just thought, oh, well, you know, we'll just get a choice of colours and see what's what. So, but for the benefit of this review, I'm using the white, okay, which is on, like I said, it's on the machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these out of the way now, so we can bring over the centro. Okay, just going to move the centro. There we go. Got our little centro machine here. This is the 48 pin centro, and we've got our white attached to that, and as you can see, I've done a few inches of this this white. Now actually I don't know, I can't see the camera very well. I'm just going to push that forward a little bit so that you can see that more. Now you can see I've got a motor on here. This wasn't done with the motor, this was done with a handle, because this handle here comes off, the motor handle comes off, and you can actually fix on your centro handle and you can crank it manually. So this was actually done manually, but I've just taken the centro handle and put the that one back on like that. That's quite easy, it just slides on, and it does actually, you can crank it. It's easier with the handle, but you can just slip the handle back on, so it's easy to take it, and that can stay permanently on. Anyway, it's not about this little gadget, it's about the yarn. So now what you can see there is well, what I can see there, you probably can see that as well. It doesn't look very nice at all, does that? That doesn't really look nice at all. You can see uneven tension, you can see drop stitches, you can see tucked stitches. I was trying to make a white baby blanket with this, but it's not looking very good at all. The other side there, it's not, let's move the orange out of the way there, that's just the waste yarn. But then you can see right here, it's not nice at all. There's drop stitches and catch stitches, and I don't usually sing the praise of a centro, but out of all my machines, now I tried the Addy and I tried the Jammet, and now you know how much I sing the praises of Jammets. The centro has handled this yarn the best. Okay, this is the best I've got, and I've tried a few balls of white. As you can see, I've done here 2 tubes of white. So like I said, I wanted to make, oh, there's pink bits on there, pink fluff. I wanted to make a nice baby blanket with the crochet thingy in the middle, you know. But anyway, as you can see, that is uneven. it does look better actually when it's stretched out. Once it's off the machine and stretched out, it does look better, but there's drop stitches, there's catches. You look there, you can see that it's uneven, the tension is uneven, even though I actually kept it on the first hole of the tension fork in the centro. If you've got a centro, you'll know where that is. It's just down here. So now this here, this is just one whole skein. I'm not sure, I think it's done about 190 rows on the skein there. That's 190 rows on those skeins. So, but I'm not impressed with that at all. Not impressed. And this, the Centro did this. So, but I am impressed with the Centro, because if the yarn's not going to work, it's not going to work on a Centro. But the Centro seemed to like this more than the others. The Addy didn't like it at all. It wouldn't even cast. I couldn't even get it to cast on. It kept dropping off. That didn't want to know. And the Jammet, I actually got it to cast on the Jammet. I did one row and then it just stopped, and the Jammet was flat refusing to go any further. I couldn't turn the handle. When I did turn the handle, it was grinding, and I'm thinking, no, I'm not going to ruin my Jammet because of cheap yarn. So I took it straight off. It wasn't having any of it. I tried a different colour and it worked exactly the same. So it wasn't just the white yarn, and sometimes yarns don't work because of the dye that's used, but I used a different colour. I used the blue, and I also used the orange on the Jammet, and it was exactly the same for all three. Now my friend Jenny, she had got some of this yarn as well, and she has a Jammet, and she had a lot of problems as well. But I hadn't used it, so I really couldn't judge. So when I did use it the other day, I'm thinking, right, okay, I've got to tell everyone about this. I've got to tell everyone how bad it is. Now it's not very often I will say a yarn is bad and deserves to be in the bin, but this does. This stuff is awful, for machines. The Addy doesn't like it, the Jammet doesn't like it, the Centro will tolerate it, as you can see, but it's not very good at all. Look at that. I mean, you can see there all the tucks and the stretch stitches. Here comes my lovely husband with a nice cup of tea.
Yes, my lady.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome, my lady.
He's funny, isn't he?
I will carry on with the chores,
yes.
And I will have them done by midnight tonight.
Right, okay.
Okay,
get
my
back
lady.
to the housework, slave.
Bless you, my lady.
He's funny, isn't he funny? Bless him. No, he's good. Yeah, anyway, so thank you for my cup of tea. He's bought me a nice cup of tea. Lovely. Right, anyway, so we're going back to this yarn now, which really isn't the best. It's not the best. So the only place that this is good is in the bin. Now, I would say that you could crochet with this, you could hand knit with it, and it would be fine. I am going to cord it. I'm going to try it on the I-cord maker. Okay, which I'll actually do in a minute so that we can see how it goes through the I-cord maker. I've not put it through the Kado yet, so I'll actually do that on this review, as that's just, the Kado's just under the table just here, so I can just get that out and show you. But I will show you how it makes cord, if it makes cord. That should be fun. But in my opinion, big thumbs down for this. And I'm going to actually mention this to the people at the wool factory, because if people have actually bought this to use on their circular machines, they're going to be disappointed. They really are. I mean, I dare say that it'll be good for crocheting and hand knitting, weaving maybe, you know, and it may be good. I mean, if it's good and this works and makes nice cord, then I will keep it. Otherwise it's going to the charity shop or in the bin. So I'm just going to move my centro back over here. Okay, and we'll put that there, and then we're going to bring up the iCord machine. Okay, now I've not plugged in the iCord machine, she's tough to plug out. I've been doing cord this morning, so I'm just going to plug her in. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'll do a colour that I haven't. Let's try this. I mean, I do love the colour of this blue. I mean, it's such a nice, it's like a lavendery blue. It's called Misty Blue, this is actually. That is the colour that in the description. It's called Misty Blue. But it really is a nice colour, and it's such a shame because, I mean, I have this green as well. I mean, it's such a shame because the colours are really, really lovely. I mean, look at that lovely vibrant orange. I mean, that is a really, really lovely orange colour. But, you know, it is just such a shame. The pink, I'm not too keen on the pink because I've got lots of dark pink, but I'm not keen on that pink, and you know me and pink. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the blue. Okay, I'm going to find the end. Right, that'll be fun. Find the end. There we go. So let's move my tea out of the way. My little box of tricks there. Get my threader out for the Kado. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the Kado now, just to see if this will go. There we go. Just in case you don't know how to thread your Kado, there's a little hole in the plastic thing. Right, technical me. Plastic thing. Long thing. Plastic thing. Hole. Okay. Knob. Front there. Knob. There we go. Right, okay. Hook with a hole in the end. So with... yeah, my very technical words there. We shove the hook with a hole in down the hole and pull it out the other end. Okay, and then we lift up the twisty bit at the end. There we go. Don't forget to put your yarn in the long bit, otherwise it will get all caught up. Make sure that your hooks are all your latch hooks are all open, and then we're just going to cast it on now. The first hook, miss the second hook, round the third hook, miss the fourth hook. Okay, and then I'm just going to turn it around. I'm going to give that a little tug as I'm turning that around. That. I'm going to put this down on the floor here, so the tension is good. So now I'm just going to start this off at a slow speed. There we go. Apologies for the noise, everybody, because you know how noisy these machines are. And I'm holding on to this until we get the actual cord coming out the end there. I'm just holding on to that to give it a little bit of extra tension. And you'll see the cord come out any minute now. Any minute now, cord. There we go. Here it comes. Okay. So I'll wait until that goes underneath the wheelie thing. And then I'm going to stop that because that's got caught underneath the wheelie thing. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. So we'll go back on there now, and we'll give this a little while on the slow speed, because sometimes with some of these yarns, and I've found, because I've been doing a lot of cording lately, that you'll get missed stitches like this here on the slow speed on some yarns. Not all, but just on some. I mean, we've got a couple there. We've got a couple of missed stitches there where the cord misses it at this end, and then it just goes through. And you can see that on the slow speed, it's coming out missing hooks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to turn the speed up, and again, apologises for the noise. Just going to turn the speed up and see how that handles. Okay, here we go. Number 2. There we go, and I'm just going to have some tea while that chugs out a little bit on number 2. Nice cup of tea. My husband knows how to make a nice cup of tea. Right, so I'm just looking now on the faster speed. Now this is pulled in actually quite nicely now. Look, it's coming out quite nice there. Coming out quite nice on the second speed. I've not got any catches or holes or anything like we've got here on the slow speed. But you know you can actually record this if you don't like that. You can just take it out, unravel it and put it back through again. So this is coming out nice on the... coming out lovely on the second speed number 2. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on turbo number 3. This is the noisiest one. So here we go with number 3, turbo. There we go. Woo! Turbo! And we'll see how that goes. I am impressed with this actually on the iCord machine. I am really impressed with this. This is going to make some nice. But it looks like it's not going to the charity shop after all, or in the bin. So, ladies and gents, if you have some of this, it works best through this machine. Rubbish on the circulars, but. The Kado loves it. Look at that. Really nice. Right, well what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop that. I'm going to stop that and I'm going to safely say that this blue goes nice. There we go. Look, I'll put that down there so you can see that nice cord. It goes lovely in the Kado Pro Kado iPro. God dear me, I can't even say it. The Kado iPro. Now, if you've got another type of iCord maker, I can't really say about that because I don't have one. I would have thought that it would go through the other Kado because I know there's a manual Kado and it would go through that one. I would have thought. But this one, the iCord Pro, Kado iCord Pro. Is that what it's called? Anyway, let's have a look at the bottom and I'll tell you what it's called. Oh, it's a Kado automatic iCord machine, KC Pro. There we go. That's what it is. Right, yeah, so it makes nice cord. This nasty yarn here makes nice cord. So it looks like it's not going to the charity shop after all. So we've got this Knitco basic acrylic yarn. Thumbs down for the machines, the CKMs, but thumbs up for an iCord maker. Oh, there we go, peeps. So I don't know whether this is still available. I'll have to check with the website. I know it wasn't the other day, but whether they're going to get new stocks in, I don't know. But just in case anyone's bought it, I just wanted to show you and tell you about it. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on my next yarn review. I'll see you soon. Bye everyone.